Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today me and my mum will be reacting to the full version of Madonna's speech at the Woman of the Year Awards. So I hope you enjoy, and before we get into the video, don't forget to follow me and my mum on our social media accounts. So the reason why we're doing this again is because
the original video was cut.
Yeah.
Certain parts wasn't edited. Well, it was edited out for whatever reasons,
and
obviously
it was the shorter speech. This is a full speech, isn't it? From that day,
for it as well.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was a request as well.
Yeah, so. And then we get a proper insight on what Madonna's speech was on about.
Yeah, I think Madonna fans want the full thing, don't they?
Yeah. Also, guys, do be warned. We will be pausing it more often because of the previous video was blocked in certain countries. Yeah, that included the UK, where we're from. Hello guys, I thought I'd show my face. So, yeah, unfortunately this was recorded a while ago and then didn't get around to uploading it. So I thought I'd upload it now. So yeah, I thought I'd show my face. Here I am.
Woo, Madonna.
We already had sex with a banana, so. Why is my skin so short? I'm short.
Ah, so this is one of the parts that was cut out.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes sense because, you know.
They never cut that out for Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nothing in life makes sense.
True.
Oh, I don't want to hurt you. Not now, anyway.
It's a maybe.
So, first of all, I want to say thank you to Labyrinth. That was an amazing performance.
He is a great artist.
Yeah.
I thought, I'm a huge fan of his. I heard his song Jealousy, and I played it over and over again, and I cried over and over again. He's truly amazing. I'm touched. Can I put this down?
Yeah, sure. I'll hold it.
Deja vu.
Sorry. Seriously?
Strike a pause.
I always feel better sending hard.
You didn't hear that? People are recording it.
I stand before you as a doormat. Oh, I mean a female entertainer.
Doormat? That's different, isn't it?
Thank you for acknowledging my ability to continue my career for 34 years in the face of blatant misogyny, sexism, constant bullying, and relentless abuse. When I started, there was no internet, so people had to say it to my face.
Oof.
There were very few people I had to clap back at because life was simpler then. People were just dying of AIDS everywhere. Manhattan was under the siege of a plague, and it wasn't safe to be gay. It wasn't cool to be associated with the gay community. When I first moved to New York, I was a teenager. It was 1979, and New York was a very scary place. In the first year, I was held up at gunpoint, raped on a rooftop with a knife digging into my throat, and I had my apartment broken into and robbed so many times, I just stopped locking the door.
Yeah, well, that's New York for you, though.
Yeah.
Well, not just New York, the big wide world. Anybody who goes out there on their own, any female or male, it's not easy. It's dangerous. And Madonna, like she said, teenager being raped, and then her house was being broken into a flat, and she just had to leave it unlocked. Well, what's the point in locking it? Because people are just going to break the door down, and she gets locks changed, and the same thing again the next day, and the next day. Yeah, she's had it tough, hasn't she? But she's still she's not given up, and she made it to the top, so that's the main thing. But I wouldn't wish that upon anybody to be raped.
In the years to follow, I lost almost every friend I had to AIDS or drugs or gunshot. As you can imagine, all these unexpected events not only helped me become the daring woman that stands before you, but it also reminded me that I am vulnerable. And in life, there is no real safety except self-belief.
Well, AIDS, it was obviously more common back then to die from it.
Yeah.
But people weren't aware of AIDS then, and they were having unprotected, sex, and they were being caught, HIV, AIDS, there were a lot of people dying from that disease in those days. And like she said, she was very vulnerable, and it wasn't safe at all, but she kept strong, very strong. Don't know how she did it, but I'm glad she did.
And an understanding that I am not the owner of my talents. I'm not the owner of anything. Everything I have is a gift from God.
Well said.
Wow.
And even the shitty, fucked up things that happened to me, that still happen to me, are also gifts to teach me lessons and make me stronger. No matter how much I cry about it when I'm alone, no matter how much I rant about the unfairness of it all to any friend who will listen. I'm not here so much because I care about awards. I'm here because I want to say thank you.
Well, already this speech is a lot more passionate.
Yeah.
Well, it's a full speech, and the could bits in there. They probably didn't want to add everything, but if she's made a speech, include everything.
Yeah. Beep it out if you have to, but why miss certain parts? It makes it more.
Well, she's angry about what's happened, and of course, but when people are angry and hurt, they have to express their feelings. If you don't express feelings and you bottle it up, that's when you start having serious depression. And I think it's better to let it out. But she's Italians. Italians, I think, they believe in cry, let it all out. It's better for your health. So she does say it as it is. Don't blame her.
I'm receiving an award for being Woman of the Year, so I ask myself, what can I say about being a woman in the music business? What can I say about being a woman?
You're at the top.
When I first started writing songs, I didn't think in a gender-specific way. I didn't think about feminism. I just wanted to be an artist. I was, of course, inspired by Debbie Harry and Chrissie Hynde and Aretha Franklin, but my real muse was David Bowie.
Yeah,
He
he's good.
He's passed away now as well.
Yes. He embodied male and female spirit, and that suited me just fine. He made me think there were no rules.
No rules with
But I was
Madonna.
wrong.
No.
There are no rules if you're a boy.
True.
Yeah.
If you're a girl,
You have
you
to,
have to play the game.
yeah,
What is that game?
sleeping with them all.
You are allowed to be pretty and cute and sexy, but don't act too smart. Don't have an opinion. Don't have an opinion that is out of line with the status quo, at least. You are allowed to be objectified by men and dress like a slut, but don't own your sluttiness. And do not, I repeat, do not share your own sexual fantasies with the world. Be what men want you to be, but more importantly, be what women feel comfortable with you being around other men. And finally, do not age, because to age is a sin. You will be criticized, you will be vilified, and you will definitely not be played on the radio. When I first became famous, there were new photos of me in Playboy and Penthouse magazine. Photos that were taken from art schools that I posed for back in the day to make money.
To
They weren't very
survive.
sexy.
Yeah.
In fact, I looked quite bored. I was. But I was expected to feel ashamed when these photos came out, and I was not. and this puzzled people. Eventually, I was left alone because I married Sean Penn, and not only
Have you seen
was he
Sean Penn?
here,
No, I don't
Have you seen
think
Sean
so.
Penn?
I think
Sean
so.
Penn.
Her first husband.
Well, obviously, I've heard it from the past.
Sean Penn.
Sean Penn, the American
That
actor.
is Sean Penn.
Ugh. What the heck?
Sean Penn.
How old is this?
Yeah, she could definitely have done better. Wow.
But when she married him, I'm like, what's she done?
Wait, so what is he? Is he a director? Is he...
An actor.
What is he?
An
Actor?
actor, but he wasn't a handsome man. I don't know why she wasn't the one married him.
I think she could have had anyone, but she chose him?
Well, I don't know the story behind it. Please comment below if you remember why Madonna married Sean Penn, because I can't remember. All I know is she had this really nice wedding.
Well, he's actually been with a few other stars.
Oh.
Charlize Theron. It says Scarlett Johansson, but...
Anyway, comment below, guys. Let's see why she married Sean Penn.
asked. But I was taken off the market. So for a while, I was not considered a threat. Years later, divorced and single. Sorry, Sean. I made my erotica album, and my sex book was released. I remember being the headline of every newspaper.
She went crazy when she was in her 30s. She went crazy and wild. Sex book, yeah, everything came out. Madonna went crazy.
And everything I read about myself was damning. I was called a whore and a witch.
Jealous.
One headline
Yeah.
compared me to Satan. I said, wait a minute. Isn't Prince running around with fishnets and high heels and
Exactly.
sticking his butt in
Yeah.
now?
If anything, that's like way worse than what Madonna was doing.
But we'll have to do a reaction on Prince.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. And he was a man.
But it doesn't matter, he's
This
a
was
man.
the first time I truly
Yeah,
understood that women
I feel
really
like-
did not have the same freedom as men. I remember walking down the street in New York without Ashishian, the director of Truth or Dare, on a freezing cold night, and I said to him, I feel like the most hated person on the planet.
Jealous, I suppose, not hated.
Mm.
I remember feeling paralyzed. It took me a while to pull myself together
Just gonna cry.
and get on with my creative life, to get on with my life. I took comfort in the poetry of Maya Angelou, in the writings of James Baldwin, and in the music of Nina Simone. I remember wishing that I had a female peer that I could look to for support.
She had brothers and sisters. I don't know why they didn't give her that support.
Wait, so she had the same amount as Michael? Eight siblings? Yeah.
But she couldn't talk to them for some reason.
Oh.
Whether, I don't want to say, were they jealous? Did they? Well, I'm sure she looks after all her brothers and sisters, all her family.
So is she the oldest?
I think she is. I think she is the eldest. We'll have to check. Please write in the comment section, please.
Camille Paglia, the famous feminist writer, said that I set women back by objectifying myself sexually. Oh, I thought. So if you're a feminist, you don't have sexuality. You deny it. So I said, fuck it. I'm a different kind of feminist.
Yeah.
Bad girl.
That's good, yeah. I like that.
She knows how to put them in the
Years
place.
later,
Definitely.
my daughter was born. And this new life gave birth to my album Ray of Light, and an interest in universal laws, the concept of cause and effect, and the desire to have a spiritual life. I realized that that I could not be a victim any longer. That everything happened for a reason. And my job was to learn from every shitstorm I wandered into and to persevere. In 1984, I know I'm jumping backwards, I made my first big TV appearance on the Dick Clark show, and I sang my song Holiday. At the end of the show, Dick shoved a microphone in my face, and he asked me if I had any plans for the future, and I said, yeah, I want to rule the world. I watched that footage, I look back at that moment, and I am stunned by my audacity. I had not planned to say that, it just fell out of my mouth, like most things.
She obviously enjoyed it. She knew she could do it.
My ego understood years later that if you ask the universe for a lot, you're going to get a lot. It just won't always be pleasant. So once you embrace and accept this universal law, you just might survive not only the entertainment business, not only the music business, but you just might survive this crazy thing called life.
Crazy world, yeah.
Yeah, I've just had a look. Madonna is the third.
Is she the third
Yeah,
child?
and Anthony Sisson
Yeah.
is the oldest.
So a brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Third eldest out of the 9 children. She was only about 6 when her mum died anyway. So she says if you want something, the whole universe is with you to achieve it. Never give up, no matter what. I believe in that as well.
I mean, they're great, powerful words from Madonna, aren't they?
Well, she won't say anything less.
My nose is now running.
Have you got tissue? Just blow it away. On your clothes. Go, girl.
Wipe that on my Gucci suit.
And my Gucci suit.
I said this last week in Miami at my fundraiser, and I'll say it again. People say that I'm so controversial, but I think the most controversial thing I have ever done is to stick around.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Michael is gone, Tupac is gone, Prince is gone, Whitney's gone, Amy Winehouse is gone, David Bowie is gone,
Yeah.
but I'm still standing.
That was included in the original one. How come?
No. Well, they cut most of it, didn't they?
Mm.
Because it was so long. Why?
Yeah, but all the big artists have gone.
Yeah.
George Michael's gone as well.
Freddie Mercury.
But Madonna didn't turn to drugs.
No.
She's been a fighter. Now, I've never known Madonna take drugs.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm one of the lucky ones, and every day I count my blessings.
Yeah.
There are so many other chapters I'd like to share with you, but they said I only had 3 minutes, and I'm pretty sure I went over that.
You take as long as you
What
like,
I'd like
girl.
to share with you as an artist is this. We live in a world now where we get information fast, but we don't get knowledge. Knowledge needs to be earned.
Experience.
Oh.
There are no easy
Yeah.
paths. Society perpetuates the idea of no process. Technology means we get what we want faster and easier. But are we happier? Are we more successful? Does it mean that we have achieved more? I think you know the answer to that.
What would you say about that, Mum?
Technology.
Mm.
More children wearing glasses are just glued on the phones
Yeah,
and the
they're more-
iPads.
yeah.
No, they're not achieving anything.
If anything, they're getting more addicted to it, and it's
It's no life
affecting-
experience. They're on games
Yeah.
at home and everything. They're not outside in the real world and playing proper games and interacting with people properly. It's all FaceTime and everything.
Yeah.
There's less communication between children and parents.
It's affecting their health, if anything. So
Everything. It affects everything.
Well, with the
Yeah.
current situation, they've got
There's no choice, yeah. With
Mm.
the, well, obviously, with recently, that's only just like last year, COVID-19. But even
Mm-hmm.
before that, you know, it's a good job they have these devices at home, iPads and phones, that they can just spend their time. But other than that, what would they have been doing, poor children? But before the COVID,
Yeah, it was...
children are just addicted, aren't they, to all these modern technology things?
Put your focus on what you have to say to the world, not what the world has to say about you. What I would like to say to all the women here today is this. Women have been so oppressed for so long, they believe what men have to say about them. And they believe they have to back a man to get the job done. And there are some very good men worth backing, but not because they're men, because they're worthy. As women, we have to start appreciating our own worth and each other's worth. Seek out strong women to befriend, to align yourself with, to learn from, to be inspired by, to collaborate with, to support, to be enlightened by.
I definitely agree with Madonna. We need to like be with people who will inspire us more as women.
Yeah, but it's not always easy. If you've got 2-3 children who are under the age of 5 and you can't go out to work, you're tied down, taking them to school and doing other errands and housekeeping.
Yeah.
You know, being a housewife, you can't go out and work, and then you have to rely on a man to keep things going at home, to meet a family's needs. You know, sometimes women just have to keep quiet to survive because they've no choice.
Yeah.
That's what puts women down.
It depends in people's situations, innit?
Well, childcare is expensive, and if you haven't got family support, you know, you're stuck.
True solidarity amongst women is a power all in its own, and no opposing force stands a chance in the face of this solidarity. But women need to feel secure enough to trust themselves, to believe in themselves, and when we do, we will be unstoppable. As I said before, it's not so much about receiving this award as it is having this opportunity to stand before you and really say thank you as a woman, as an artist, as a human. Not only to the people who have loved and supported me along the way, so many of you are sitting in front of me right now, you have no idea. You have no
Just try to
idea
hold the
how
tears.
much your support means. But to the doubters, the naysayers, to everyone who gave me hell and said I could not, that I would not, that I must not, your resistance made me stronger, made me push harder, made me the fighter that I am today, made me the woman that I am today.
Yeah, God, thank you
So
all.
thank you.
Wow.
That was like an Elvis Presley moment with the microphone. Anyways, thank you, Anderson. You're amazing. Thank you, everyone here tonight, today, for your support. Sorry, I'm such a crybaby.
Well, she deserves that award every year, not just 1 year, every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, just shows how strong she is. You have to be strong. It's not easy. It hurts you, but you have to say, I'm not swearing. I'm not saying any wrong words. You just have to stay strong. I'm not using wrong words. Right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. That was Madonna's speech.
And if you would like to see more videos like this, comment down below and let us know.